yes, I love her like you, love her like you. Oh, yes, I love her like you, love her like you. Oh, yes, I love her like you, love her like you. Oh, yes, I love her like you. Yes, I love her like you, love her like you. Oh, yes, I love her like you, love her like you. Oh, yes, I love her like you, love her like you. Oh, yes, I love her like you. Yes, I love her like you, love her like you. Oh, yes, I love her like you, love her like you. Oh, yes, I love her like you, love her like you. Oh, yes, I love her like you. Yes, I love her like you, love her like you. Oh, yes, I love her like you, love her like you. Oh, yes, I love her like you, love her like you. Oh, yes, I love her like you.
I just had a feeling that you were about to start crying and shit. I'm
Fix
glad
your
that I
camera.
fixed it in
Fix your
time.
camera. Fix your camera.
Relax, nigga. My camera is money.
I see nothing but black on my screen.
That has nothing to do with my camera, little bro. That got
What is it?
everything to do with your setup. That don't got nothing to do with my camera. I see. I look good. I smell good. I taste good, nigga. It
Well,
ain't nothing but money.
I see nothing but black on my shit. So
Fix it. That's on your end. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, I mean,
I don't know what you want me to do.
chat. Let me know. We good? I can play your position. What he say? That song hard. I feel like you don't even know that song for real. You know that? You know that PMW?
See, I told you.
Oh, it's
Talking about
me.
my setup. Yeah, I mean it's being you, bro. Look at him. Look at him. Now he got to go retreat. Typical.
I don't know why that shit.
Nope. Still see
Oh.
black. Still see
I
black,
know,
bro.
man. I know, man. Calm down. Hey, everybody, relax. Appreciate everybody letting us know what's happening, though. 1 second.
Why?
Let me
Why
see.
didn't you just listen when I said it?
Because what you seeing and what they seeing two totally different things. Obviously,
It's not. It's how. I mean, your
because what
screen
I'm
is
seeing
black.
and what they seeing is two totally different things.
Well, I'm telling you, your screen is black. What else do you need to know? Other
All right, hold on. He gonna be mad. Chat, I don't know what's happening, bro. I don't know what's going on, chat. Let me see some. What the fuck? Why? All right, I'm about to have to leave and come back in, bro.
all
Hopefully
right.
that doesn't shut the what you call down. I hope that doesn't shut the stream down. Hey, chat, put it this way. If it matter of fact, never mind. Never mind.
More of the story. He ain't got his stuff in order, bro. He ain't got his stuff in order. Oh, y'all can't see me either. I'm good. I'm clicking around. Oh, I'm good. All right, bet. Yeah, I don't know what he got going on. I just. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah. Hey, everybody just relax. Everybody just chill and relax, bro. He was about to go on a whole long rant. Nigga, all I had to do was leave and come back. Nigga. Just
No, I wasn't
relax.
about to
Just
go on a
chill.
rant. I was just gonna tell them. I just watched a live stream of a few of my high schools back home. That got to be the worst football I've ever seen in my life, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I
It
don't know
hit
what.
different when you grown.
I don't know what has happened to high school sports, but it just looked like I'm watching them do a tush push or a quarterback sneak literally the whole way down the field.
Oh yeah.
But they were two of the worst teams in the conference, so I mean it
Yeah.
tracks.
Chat was popping, man. Welcome. Shout out everybody in the chat, man. What's popping?
Mm-mm-mm. It was hard for me to put on merch today, but I shouldn't be
You
like that,
paid
should I?
for it. I mean, you might as
I
well wear it.
mean, I paid for a lot of stuff related to this team. That don't mean I'm necessarily happy about it.
Bloody, what's happening? Hey, Bloody, it's good to see you in the live stream, bro. I feel like you've been catching us late lately, bro. What's up with that? What's up with that, bro? You cheating on
Appreciate it.
us or what?
Appreciate it.
Oh, Eric, you got to put that down, my boy.
Mm, that ain't no. You about to have a headache.
Oh God, I remember my first time smoking some damn Reggie. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. My head was just throbbing, nigga.
Nah, I feel that, Omar. I don't be wanting to wear my stuff around either, cause I mean,
Cause y'all
soon as
don't
I
stand
wear,
on business. Y'all don't stand
soon,
on. Y'all just like me. Never mind. Actually, never
soon as
mind.
I don't wear it, as soon as I wear it, people got so much to say. I'm just like, bruh, I talk about this shit so much, I can't even do no more explaining at this point.
Hey, the first thing that I need before the first order of business. Ho ho ho. First order of business. If you're on YouTube right now, like, comment, subscribe, turn the bell notification on. Secondly, second order of business. I need to know the chat's reaction and response to Meow Mix. And y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't need to dive deep into it. I just need to know the temperature. I need to know how y'all feeling. How do y'all feel about Meow Mix?
That
Niggas
nigga's
getting
good.
Bleacher Report notice hitting their phone and shit. That's the first thing I need to know.
Uncle Leroy, I don't know what you're gonna get from him this Sunday.
He.
I don't. I really don't know. I
I
don't
don't
even
even
think
know if that exists anymore.
I'm figuring. I think I'm gonna wear my Jake Delhomme jersey Sunday.
I might wear my Reaper tee.
Mm-mm, mm-mm,
Yeah, I might
mm-mm.
wear my Reaper tee. We need sales. Hey, while we're here, if you haven't, if you
It's hard
haven't,
to sell that, bro.
if
Not
you
gonna
haven't
lie.
purchased your Carolina Reaper tee yet, head over to 4panthersfansonly.com and go buy your Carolina Reaper tee right now, right this second, right this second.
The way he been playing, they might be on discount. Go take a look. Go take a look.
Ain't shit on. They already discounted. They already discounted.
The way he playing, we gonna have to start getting them hoes out for free.
Oh God, no cap. Yeah, I need to know. Mm, mm, mm. All right, we're not gonna be here all night, bro. Cause though I think that this actually, do I want to say this? No, I don't. Long story short, we spend too much time talking about these niggas for the product that we get. So that being said, I understand certain people's positions when they no longer decide to create content about this team, or when they decide they want to do it however they feel, whenever they feel. That's number one. Number two, that being said, we're not going long tonight. Maybe an hour. Maybe an hour. I mean, it's not really a long, drawn out thing that needs to happen or needs to occur and go on, because we can talk until we're blue in the face, quite literally. And if the Carolina Panthers don't show no more heart than they did on Sunday against the New England Patriots, the same result is going to happen, whether y'all think that Miami is good or not. However y'all feel about the Miami Dolphins, I'm just telling you that if the Carolina Panthers don't come out ready to slide, don't come out ready to punch something in the mouth, they will get punched in the mouth. And in turn, we'll see them fold like we have weeks 1, weeks 2, weeks 5, or check that, week 4, when they face a little bit of adversity. That's what's going to end up happening. So that's the way we'll kick things off. I hope everybody had a phenomenal week. Like I said, if you're not tapped in with us on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn the bell notification on. Shout out to everybody that tuned into the episode this week. I know that I had some post prod editing to do. If y'all want the unedited version, you can cash out JJ the Icon $20, and I'll send the file over.
Quick question: does this
What's up?
look better? This look better, or
The first one? Yeah, the first one for sure. Yeah, there you go. Are you having to hold it, or it's leaning on something?
it's leaning on something?
Okay, yeah, that's it. That's it for sure. So yeah. That's what I'll say. How you feeling, bro?
I feel good. It's Friday night. Um, I'm chilling, running tomorrow. You know, got to get my 5K in weekly. So I'll be feeling even better after that. Football, football tomorrow, football Sunday. So, I mean, it's always a great weekend. No matter how we're looking, it's always a great weekend.
I don't subscribe to that belief, but I respect you for being mature enough to not allow this team to you know do too much to your health, your mental health specifically. I respect it.
Oh, and on another note, for all my YNs in the chat, I went to NBA YoungBoy concert on Wednesday. I mean, one of the best experiences I ever had in my life in Washington, D.C. Packed out show. It was live. It was live. I might need to go catch him again in Raleigh or
Them shit's
Charlotte.
going for like 350.
Yeah, I seen him, bro. When I got there, I bought my ticket. You see how like I was right beside the stage. I bought my ticket when it was at 275 a couple months ago. I looked on the app when I was there, 630, I think it was.
Shit, well, you would have been better off flipping them.
Yeah, that is true.
I was damn sure trying to get my Breezy Bowl ticket off bad, especially with that with what we had lined up with Vegas and Phoenix, and then Orlando that following week / Jacksonville, and then Vegas and Phoenix the week after that. Man, I was trying to sell the hell out of that Breezy Bowl ticket. I ain't here to lie
Didn't,
to you.
didn't you end up going?
Yeah, I went. Oh, but that don't mean that I wasn't trying to get it off. I just had it priced OD high. Like I was price gouging like fuck. I ain't gonna hold you. I had my
See,
shit set at like
that's
1200.
that's what they do. That's what them kind of folks do.
Yeah, niggas that's about they chocho.
No, trying to sting somebody.
Oh. Uncle said Jazzy Faye JJ. Nah, for real. There's some niggas in here that probably don't even know who Jazzy Faye is for real. Terrence might not know who that is. Actually, do you know
I
who
paid
Jazzy Faye is?
700 for Chicago in May, 1100.
Nigga, just send me Cho.
700. Are you talking about what you paid up for?
Who?
Omar. Oh, he said fuck the United Center. I'm gonna be at the CLT
Oh
show.
yeah, because they canceled his show. He hit us up and
Oh,
said that he
he-
went out there, bro. He
oh
flew out to
yeah,
Chicago and they canceled the show.
yeah. They canceled it last minute too. That was crazy. But I'm assuming everybody got a refund.
1100. Yeah, y'all were tweaking.
Bro,
Y'all
I'm
were
telling
tweaking.
you,
He
I
hard, but he ain't
yes,
that.
bro. Yes, bro. Yes, bro.
He
You
hard,
just
but
got.
he ain't that,
I
bro.
showed Tavian those videos. Like, I mean, you would have thought this nigga was at the concert. The
Yeah,
way
but Tate also
he
a
was
YB
fanned
player,
out.
right? So it has been for a very long time.
Well, if you a fan, then like, what would you pay for a Drake show? Because I would pay that for a Drake show.
Not that much, bro. I'm not
I
gonna hold
would
you. Like
to
the
get
most that I'll pay for a Drake show is like 400, bro. And
to
even
get
then, I'm gonna feel like
to get
after
front
seeing Chris
front and
Brown for
center.
225. Yeah, after seeing Chris Brown for 225, bro, it's not really many artists that's gonna make me pay any more than that. And me spending 400 on Drake is like, nigga, I need to be like 7 rows back
Yeah,
max.
that's not gonna happen, bro.
Yeah, well, I mean,
You
at least
might be
get
in the
me on the floor
nosebleeds for that
for 400 on the drop.
on a
Yeah,
Drake
because
show.
because y'all were buying tickets resale. Y'all ain't buying them shits on the drop.
Yes, we
I'm not.
did. That's the shits that I bought were on the drop.
Yeah, I'm talking about Omar spending 700 for Chicago and 1100 for Charlotte. Man, hell no.
He
Are you
spent eleven
crazy,
hundred for two though.
nigga? I mean, I can do math,
Well,
and
I'm
that
just,
shit is
I'm just telling.
550 a ticket, nigga. For YB. Let's just move on, bro. Because like let's just move on, bro. Like no cap. Hey, Omar, next time just send me some money. Send me $100 before you do that. No cap.
What the fuck would he be doing that for?
Well, I don't know.
He sending you money to see you perform. That what the fuck he sending you
Well,
money
shit.
for?
He might as well. I perform in this bitch every week. Every matter of fact, 3 times a week. Fuck. Yeah, no, I feel that. All right, let's do this because this I can feel how this will potentially get drawn out. Um, week 5, Carolina Panthers sitting at 1-3. Sunday is a must-win game. Let's just rip the Band-Aid off right now, right? Sunday is a must-win game. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. If you want to keep your season afloat, in my opinion, there's no other choice but to beat Miami Sunday at home. Because these next 3 or 4 weeks after Miami, you have Dallas at home. Then you go to New York, who a lot of people really have us losing to the Jets. I personally don't know why, because I don't think that the Jets are good. But me saying that, like, it's
We're
kind of
not good either.
because the Panthers aren't good either. Yeah, exactly. So, you have the Jets week 7, Buffalo week 8. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And before you continue, what is your definition to keep your season afloat? What does that look like for you?
I mean, do you want to stay in the divisional picture or not?
Oh, you're still on. You're still on that.
I mean, I
Like on
think
that way.
8 or 9 ball games gets you a divisional win,
Okay,
a
but
divisional title.
8 or 9 ball games would seem more realistic if we didn't drop 2 that you were supposed to win the first 2 games, and then look like complete dog shit against the Patriots. Like 8 wins would look more reasonable, but based on the last product that I seen on the field, mm,
We're 1-0 in the division. That's the only thing that I can tell you. That's the only thing that I can tell you is that we're 1-0 in the division. So
yes.
I
And the only
mean,
thing I can
so
tell you
that's
is,
what keep your season afloat looks like. You still can win the NFC South with 8 games, 9 games. You can. It's a fact. You can
yeah,
still
you
win that.
can. That's not what like. It's a fact that you can, but I'm saying based on what we seen from this team, like that just doesn't seem doable. Does it to you?
I mean, it depends on Bryce Young.
Well, I mean,
It
okay.
depends on what version of Bryce Young I'm getting. Is he going to finally let his dick drop, right? Like we saw the last 10 weeks of the season, or am I going to keep getting the same version of Bryce Young?
I
Actually, let
mean,
me not even highlight him. Let me not even hyper focus on him this go round because it seems like this is a very sensitive topic within the fan base as it pertains to Bryce Young, right? So I don't even really want to talk about him too much tonight outside of what we have to look towards week 5 against Miami. But that's my
well,
honest answer. It depends on what version of Bryce Young I'm getting. If he's gonna hoop, yes. If we're gonna be healthy as far as it pertains to his weapons, if Jalen Coker is gonna come back, then yeah, I think that things will look a lot different. I think Xavier Legette being on the field, even though he hasn't been productive, him being on the field is more of a threat than a Bryson Tremaine and Hunter Renfro. So,
yes,
I mean, I don't know. Yes, I still believe the Carolina Panthers, again, if they want to keep their season afloat and still have a shot at a divisional title, they have to win on Sunday. If you lose on Sunday, it's over with. That's my point.
yes, yes. I mean, and I know you said that's a sensitive topic for the fan base, maybe on Twitter, but I've been looking at Facebook a little bit more these days. They can't stand them. Based on what
But
I'm
that's
seeing
just
there.
not a good gauge. That's not a good gauge of
Well,
the fan
I'm
base.
just telling you. I just said that to say it ain't that sensitive for everybody.
Oh, well, I'm glad that we can have honest conversations on some platforms. Because on X, you might as well chop it up. Oh my God, oh my God, woo. Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ, it's been terrible, terrible.
They ain't having a Bryce Young slender.
Oh no, they're not. But you know me, I personally don't give a fuck. I don't care. But I'm just telling you that, yeah, that's how they've been giving it up for sure.
Mm.
Yeah,
Shout out to
they've been
Bryce
on
Young.
their knees. They've been on their knees real bad, for sure. You know what I'm saying? I was in a space the other day with Ricky and JJ from Panthers culture, and I mean niggas just damn near about in tears. Just because JJ say Bryce is not producing up to standards. He's
Did you
not.
say it
That's what
like that?
JJ from Panthers culture.
Did you say it like that though?
No, that's what JJ from Panthers culture. JJ said that. I
Oh,
wasn't on the stage. I was just listening.
mm.
I was just listening and observing. Oh, niggas was almost about to cry. What is his name? That boy CJ or something like that. Oh, he was about to cry. Nigga was about to rage out. I could hear it in his voice. Just weird. Like, nigga, stand up, bro. Stand up. Y'all want to keep, I've been saying this for the last 2 years. Y'all want to keep handling with kid gloves or y'all want to win football games. The nigga ain't producing up to the par for us to win ball games. He's not. So y'all can get mad and say, oh, the offensive line is hurt and Jalen Coker being down and is man, y'all can do all that shit if y'all want to. I'm just telling you, the nigga hasn't been producing. Simple as that. So
Yeah,
y'all want to get mad? I don't give a fuck.
Two things can be true, but I think a great quarterback can overcome that.
1,000%. I seen Cam Newton go to the Super Bowl with Ted Ginn Jr. and Devin Funchess.
And Jericho
A nigga, right. A nigga that was playing professional basketball 2 years ago across seas and Devin Funchess. So don't tell me about, see, and you want to rage bait me. That's the shit that you like doing. You like rage baiting me, so I take all the heat.
Bro,
That's
I'm just asking questions. I'm just trying to, I'm trying to see where everybody's head is at.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't live interacted with people in a while, so I'm just trying to see where, everyone's head is at.
Okay, well, if they're here, then just know Bryce Young is not on my. He's not on my good list right now. Bryce Young is on my shit list right now, and you feel however you want to feel about it. I don't give a fuck. And listen, I did very, very good heading into the season. I gave my co-host and my producer the opportunity to slander his name when he wasn't producing.
Don't say I didn't do it.
And guess
I didn't.
what? They said, "Oh, Terrence, oh, yeah, he hasn't played good, bro. He hasn't played good." That's what Terrence said on it. No, he's been fucking dog shit. That's what he's been. Let's just have an honest conversation.
It's the same thing. He hasn't played good. He's turned the football over, which has caused us to lose games. I mean, what else? That's equivalent to he's played dog shit.
See, look.
Yeah, I seen it. I already
you
seen it.
See? Hey, this is the shit that hey. See, ooh. Listen, bro. I have a thermal on. It's a long sleeve, and I'm trying to remain calm and not bust out and sweat bullets tonight. But this is what I'm talking about, bro. This is what I'm talking about right here. Do you really what is his name? Nirabi, whatever the fuck, New England Robbie. I don't know what his name is, but are you really going to tell me about wet behind the ears? Do you not remember what Cam Newton did as a rookie in the NFL? Or niggas wasn't alive during that time, or y'all just couldn't comprehend football at that time? I'm not doing this shit, bro. I'm not doing this shit tonight. I'm not doing it tonight. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm moving on. I'm not even gonna engage, bro, because it seems like niggas are gonna try and rage bait me all night.
I mean, Bryce still hasn't had the caliber game that Cam had his first game of his NFL career.
Of his NFL life.
So I mean, and they were both number one overall picks.
He had Steve Smith, right? Cool. But Cam's best season, he didn't have shit. He had Greg Olsen, right? So I don't even know why I even mentioned them two in the same sentence. That's on me. I shouldn't even have done it. Actually, I didn't. It was N.E. Robbie, whatever his name is. It was him. Long story short, the Carolina Panthers this week need to win a football game. And it sounds like you're not really optimistic.
About
Terrence. About Sunday, about just the game, the season moving forward.
I mean, it's tough. We always say, or me specifically, you got to update your resume. And just based on what I've seen of the recent few games of the Carolina Panthers, no, I'm not that very optimistic that one, you'll win Sunday. and that two, you have the opportunity to compete in the division. Because I mean, the Dolphins are sorry and they don't have their best weapon, but at the same time, I still think that based on the way the Carolina Panthers have played, especially that defense the last game, the Dolphins can easily beat us.
Hold
Now,
on, you said based on the way the defense played. How did the defense
what,
play? We
what last
outgained
game?
them. Yeah, we outgained them in every category. We had more first downs. We controlled the time of possession. So what do you mean the defense? Please don't use that as a cop out tonight.
What What do you mean, JJ? They gave up 42 points.
So
Like,
that's
are
on them,
who else is it on?
or is that on the inability of the offense to convert?
It doesn't matter. You gave up 42 points. Like, I don't understand why you keep doing this, bro. I
I'm
literally
just
don't
asking.
understand.
What did you just tell me? What did you just tell me? You're just asking questions. I'm just asking questions.
Yeah,
I'm
don't
just
don't
asking
ask
questions.
don't ask crazy questions like you don't know the answer to it. You
No, I
gave up
don't know. I
your
don't
your
know. I
defense
think
gave
that.
up your
Go
defense
ahead.
gave up 42 points. Your special teams gave up a punt return for a touchdown. They gave up
They
another
gave up
big
another one that should have been a touchdown. That as a defense, what can I do when I'm already my projection is just to simply be middle of the pack. But every single week we lose, we keep getting put in compromising positions, whether it be turnovers, whether it be bullshit effort on special teams, et cetera, whatever it is, we keep getting put in compromising positions, and then it's our fault. You
and
know,
yeah, you don't it doesn't help your case when multiple players on your defense scored a fucking 30 and below PFF grade. So don't sit here and act like the defense would did their own or held their own. They didn't. Because you can clearly see by individual play they were sorry. It's just as simple as that. Don't go on the pod and say, I don't know how this person, how do you be on defense with a 30 PFF grade? But oh, everybody played good. DJ Johnson just
I
got
never
cut.
said that.
DJ
I
Johnson
never
just
said
got
that.
cut last week.
I never said that.
Christian Roseboom gave up damn near 50 yards himself, however many yards he gave up. Multiple people on your defense had a terrible PFF grade. So the defense didn't play good. They gave up 42 points. It's just as simple as that. So yes, based on the way the
But
defense looked
my
last
thing is
game,
like
I
you
think it
when
would
you
be hard
lead
for
your
them to.
projection off, when you lead things off with, oh, based on what I seen from this defense, this and that, it insinuates that our offense didn't get past the 45 times and didn't do shit with it, right? Like that's what I hear. Like that's the first thing that you run to. No, let's actually talk about the execution of the offense. Let's talk about why we can't convert on third downs, why we have a play caller that's calling draws on 3rd and 10, 3rd and 11, multiple times a game while we're trailing. Let's not just run directly to the defense because that to me is a cop out. It is.
What do you mean it's a cop out? It's not.
No,
it's
it is.
literally it's literally
Because if we're
not.
because if we're gonna have an honest conversation, it's more than the defense. It's deeper than the defense. The same way people tell me and take the approach that it's a lot deeper than Bryce Young. It's a lot deeper than the defense. So let's not just run directly there and say, because they're missing their best weapon, like that doesn't mean anything. Their defense is still questionable. Like, nah, I'm not gonna say that. Let's look at everything in totality with full context. Let's look at how many times we've been put in compromising situations. It's nasty, honestly.
Hold on, I'm trying to. I'm
I
going to
know,
look at
I
some
know,
stats. I'm
I
going
know
to
that.
look at
I
some
know you're
stats.
trying to pull shit up. No, nobody did anything spectacular. Them niggas ain't
Shit,
had
we
to
know
do
that.
nothing. The niggas ain't had to do nothing but go 35, 40 yards all game. What do you think is going to happen? Yeah, unfortunately, we're going to give up points, bro. We're going to give up points. You want to look at anything, you can talk about the special teams. The special teams going to be on their game this week. Or is our offense going to get past the 40 this week and convert for points and not miss field goals and not ground balls on 4th down when we have people wide open across the middle and not miss targets running wide open down the sideline who you spent an 8th overall pick on, right? So let's not do this because I can see how this narrative is getting like trying to be created by you on this pod, and like you're trying to hone in on that. I can't allow you to do it. I just simply can't allow you to do it. Can't. Did DJ Johnson look like dog shit? Absolutely. And you know what we did with that nigga? Bye-bye. Beat the
These
traffic.
not these not
Beat
pulling
the
up the
traffic.
stats that these not pulling up the stats that I needed to.
I don't know what stats you're looking for. The stats that
These
you're looking for don't exist.
they do. They just
The
not they
stats that
not
you
pull
don't
my sources right here, they really ain't pulling up anything related to anything. And it's
yeah.
kind of making me
The,
mad a little
the
bit.
stats that you're looking for don't exist. The ones that you're trying to get to fit your narrative, they don't exist. They don't.
So the defense played well last week.
They played serviceable. They played serviceable enough for you to win a game.
Oh my
They
god.
did.
That
They
that
did.
that's a cop out. That's a cop out. They didn't. By any
Okay.
stretch of the imagination. Anybody that watched
Well,
the game could tell
again,
that.
like I said, again, it's very hard to do so when the drives are starting out on at the 48. Very difficult to be competent when your drives are starting at the 48. You know,
How many of the drives are you saying started at the 48?
a significant amount. A significant amount. There wasn't no real drives where niggas started on the 10 or the 15 and just marched the ball down the field. And if it happened, it occurred once. One time. And you're not, 42, cool, but take 7 of those away because one of them was a punt return for a touchdown. I damn near want to take another 7 away because the other punt went all the way back to like the 30, our 30, right? It's the same thing that we talked about weeks 1 through 4 or 1 through 3, rather. You continue to put your defense in compromising situations. And the one game we didn't, what happened? Niggas got blanked. Niggas got blanked with Drake London and Bijan Robinson and Algier and everybody else that's on that offense. All of the first round picks that they have on that offense, they got blanked. So don't run directly to the defense. That's all I'm telling you. That is a cop out. 1,000%. 1,000%
No,
is.
you just always fail to hold this defense accountable, which is actually pretty sad. And it might just be because you have money on it or whatever the fuck. But when the end of the season gets here, you'll see. When you have to pay up and you have to look at those miserable defensive stats, you'll see. Because you fail to hold them accountable. But that's pretty.
How do I fail to hold them accountable? We're
It
here
makes
now.
sense.
So how do I fail to hold them accountable? What am I
Like you're
failing to hold
saying,
them
they
accountable
play
about?
serviceable. They did not play serviceable. That was a dog shit effort. You even went on a
Okay.
pod and said that. Why are you changing your narrative now? It was a dog shit effort.
Okay. So it's the defense fault that we lost Sunday.
It's just not on the defense, no, but they played an intricate part in it. It's so did
Okay.
the offense, so did the special teams. All phases of the game was
So
bullshit.
if we had to rank, right, whose fault it was the most,
Dave
the loss
Canales.
that we suffered Sunday, where do we start? And can we go coaching? Add that as a category to the other 3 phases of the game because I'm intrigued to hear this.
Hold on, I was trying to look at something. What'd you say if we had to rank what?
Whose fault it was 1 through 4, with coaching being a part of the one of the categories. Can you please rank those for me?
Um, Coaching first. I would say play calling in general. Um, what what are the listings that we have? Coaching, defense, offense, what special teams?
Yes.
I would say coaching. I would say special teams. No, I would say coaching, offense, special teams, and then defense.
Cool.
That I mean, even if you rank,
Okay. All right. So
even
we
if you
agree.
rank it that way,
As long as we're on the same page on that front, bro. I mean, what the fuck are we talking about,
that
Terrence?
still doesn't negate the fact that they play sorry.
Okay.
Like it doesn't.
All right. Well,
I
like
don't
I said,
understand what point you're trying to
a,
prove.
a big part, or excuse me, a big part of that has been removed. Rest in peace, DJ Johnson, too, by the way. I would say I wish him the best of luck moving forward in his NFL career, but he doesn't have one. DJ Johnson's NFL career ended on Tuesday of this past week. Or Wednesday, rather, excuse me. Fried. Completely fried. Any reactions, responses to Chuba Hubbard being officially deemed week to week now? We saw him dealing with the calf injury last week. He pushed it. He was a goal. He didn't seem as though he suffered any setbacks in the game. Didn't seem as though the calf was bothering him at all. Then we see two no participations in a row. Then we get a report that he's officially being deemed week to week and is officially out on Sunday versus the Dolphins. I mean, that to me is alarming, but how do you feel about it?
I mean, yeah, just injuries like that, they just don't like the more you play football, like you don't get healthy during the season, you get healthy during the off season. So when you suffer an injury like that, that can be lingering during the season. I don't know. It's going to be hard to see him at the comeback at full strength throughout the season. But I mean, it is alarming. But also, Rico Dowdle wasn't 1,000-yard rusher last year, so it makes me feel a little bit better that we do have Rico Dowdle to our disposal. When we see Trevor Etienne run the ball, he runs it pretty well. So um, maybe he can step up and taking on this bigger role. Maybe he'll be productive in that round. But I mean, it's alarming that Chuba is one of our most productive weapons on the offensive side of the ball and that he is hurt. But I mean, as you could see over the past few games, like he still wasn't getting as many touches as we would have liked him to have. So, I mean, the games that, we have been competitive in, it was still almost like a split backfield in a sense. But, you know, I don't know. It's going to be tough. It's already a injury riddled team or injury ridden team. So Chuba Hubbard going down doesn't like help the scenario at all.
I'd agree.
Why do you keep going off camera?
I mean, I'm just maximizing your angle. I'm not really off. Yeah. Don't worry, I won't do it again. I'll just make myself bigger. It's okay. I'm just trying to give you a full screen so I can let you cook, bro. That all right?
I mean, yeah, that's fine. I just didn't.
New.
I just didn't know if something was wrong with your shit. Like you already came in the screen, like your camera not working, so I didn't know if you were still having technical difficulties.
Nah, not quite. But yeah, it's. I mean, for me, it's alarming, bro. Like there's just not really much to go through and much to say, really, because it's just like you either win or everything is ruined this week. That's how
I mean, how significant of an injury with Tyreek Hill? Like, do you think that? Like, how big of a setback do you think the Dolphins have coming into Carolina with Tyreek Hill being
with
injured?
Tyreek being down. I
Yeah.
mean, they still have Waddle. But I will say that I saw JC play a little bit of the slot last week. I saw him playing on both sides of the field. So that leads me to believe that there's a possibility that he could potentially travel with Waddle this week. So that would be something nice to see. We will get a chance to see Corey Thornton this week as well because Shaw Smith-Wade is officially out. So that's going to be something else that we're going to have to overcome. We are getting Pat Jones back. Wanham is still officially questionable. And I guess I'm doing all of that. We can just pull this up. That sounded kind of zesty. So this is, it's just fucking pathetic, bro, honestly. Moten is just for rest. So nothing to be alarmed with there. Why did you laugh already? He needs rest. He's an OG.
I mean, yes, I guess. I just get tired of certain stuff.
I get it. Go ahead.
I just don't know. I mean, I know you have to rest the players, especially the veteran players, but I just feel like the way we've been playing, I just don't really know if people really deserve that much rest, but I digress.
Understandable. Turk Wharton, another name that popped back up on the injury report this week. He was green. He went last week. And then again, we see him out this week. So right now, that investment, the return on investment that we're getting right now from Turk Wharton is minimum to none because this nigga, can't stay healthy. Wanham questionable. He's another guy that, return on investment has been very minimal at this point currently. Pat Jones, like I said, he's green. He's good to go. He was dealing with that hamstring last week. He's officially good to go. He will be playing. So that is actually going to help, in my opinion, especially with you letting go of DJ Johnson. The depth took a little bit of a hit with DJ Johnson being released. But you have Pat Jones, who honestly, up to this point of the year, in my opinion, has been your best pass rusher, in my opinion, again. Who else? LeBron Ray, he ain't really been getting much burn. And if he has, he ain't been making no plays because I totally forgot about the nigga, to be honest. T Mac, he was dealing with a calf injury as well last week, some other soft tissue injuries. So good to see him fully participate in all of the sessions this week, and he's going to be good to go. So, a couple of names to look out for. Like I mentioned, Shaw Smith Wade too is going to be down, so that might add a little, a different dynamic in that regard because
Do
they
you remember him
decided they
getting
want
hurt
to.
in the game?
I don't. Do you?
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't know if
I
this
don't.
was a practice injury or what, but I don't remember him getting hurt. I thought he played the whole game, but
Yeah, I don't. I don't quite remember, to be honest. But I mean, I trust Corey, so roll him out. Or I'm tweaking. I'm tweaking to have that kind of faith.
I mean, no. Hey, he played good in the preseason from what we've seen. Um, I mean, at this point, regardless, it's next man up. So, I mean,
Yeah,
if he wants to his name on this team and be a staple, then we need him to play well. This is his opportunity. So, and I think that he's one of the guys that we talked about in the preseason that he can make a splash on this roster. What was he, a walk on basically, or undrafted free agent,
undrafted.
something to.
Yes.
So, I mean, just like Jalen Coker, he has the opportunity to, make a name for himself on the roster. So hopefully he comes out and he plays well.
Yeah. I mean, he's gonna have to. And then of course you see the injuries for the Miami Dolphins as well. So that Storm Duck, I think he was one of their starters in their secondary. And
Yeah.
I think he actually suffered a significant injury, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But
They
I know that
they
he was announced
already
out quick.
they already came into the season with a terrible secondary. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel
So
like
long story. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just feel like the receivers should be able to, get open. Hopefully Bryce can actually hit him, but I feel like they should be able to get open and make plays in space this week, especially with him being out. And I don't think that he's not like a top notch corner or whatever by any stretch of the imagination, but it's just a another corner down, which helps us.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you would hope so, right? Because Zavala's on IR, bro. Wharton, that's his name. The nigga that we brought up off that practice squad, the offensive guard that we brought up last week, right? Off the practice squad. He should have never touched the field. I don't know. I honestly, and this is why like my patience with Dave Canales is legitimately starting to run thin. Like God honest truth. I'm just letting the fan base know right now. My patience with Dave Canales is beginning to run thin. God honest truth. It really is. Because that Wharton nigga should have never seen the field when Zavala went down. It should have instantly been Brady Christensen. Instantly. So I don't know. I don't think that we've gotten a depth chart for this week. And if we did, it just slipped by me. But I'm telling y'all right now, bro, if uh I see that Wharton nigga come out on Sunday morning and he's starting over Brady, let us lose that game and watch how I slander Dave Canales' name. Because honestly, I wanted to slander a couple of niggas' name 2 weeks ago when we beat Atlanta. But I just decided not to because I didn't want to damper the mood with my hypercriticism. So let's just hope and pray for us not getting canceled sake that Brady Christensen is starting at right guard this week.
Do you
Because that
think
nigga came in the game and instantly was getting pressure put on him, and niggas going right into Bryce's lap with no problem, no resistance at all. So I cannot watch another week of that. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, based on that one, and this might be a rhetorical question, but do you think Dave Canales' job is in jeopardy as it pertains?
Um, Yikes. That's a good question.
And
That's a good
then,
question. I
just based
mean,
off of that, based on your answer, if the answer is yes, like what do you think the win total has to be for him to, you know, keep his job alive?
based on everything that we've seen from Dave Tepper, that would lead me to believe that his job is that he is on the hot seat, right? I don't think it's another situation in which we see a head coach be fired in the middle of the season. I don't think it's that by any stretch of the imagination, but I do think that should the Carolina Panthers stay on this track, right, and you only end up winning 4 or 5 ball games, and there's not a significant difference in this team, and the effort that we're seeing and the lack of leadership, um, making a 180, and leadership being abundantly clear, and our head coach actually uh producing at an NFL level, then yes, I do genuinely believe that his job is in question. I think he's on a hot seat right now. And to be honest, I'm not 100% convinced if shit doesn't go completely left, Dave Tepper of old would have him gone. Like I'm thinking week 10, 11, if you're not at 4 or 5 wins potentially, then yeah, there might be conversations being had and there might be motions being made because we know that Dave Tepper is not patient, bro. And transparently, I'll be honest. Like we've talked about Dave Tepper taking a step back and needing to do X, Y, Z. He might need to step back in. He might need to step back in. And I know nobody else is gonna say it, and I know that y'all are gonna ridicule me and do this and that. I don't give a fuck. I'm just telling y'all he might need to step back in because right now, if this is what this team looks like without Dave Tepper being involved and taking a step back, they're it's just simply not going to cut it, bro. It's not going to cut it. And I'm not here to say Dave Tepper is going to fix everything or that he's the most knowledgeable in the space of football. The only thing that I'm saying is he might need to get more involved if this is what shit looks like when you leave the kids unsupervised. Because the effort on Sunday, like I've gone back and I've watched the broadcast version and I watched maybe 15 minutes of all 22 from the game on Sunday. I couldn't stomach it. I couldn't stomach it. I was done. I was done. And that to me, it goes all the way back to preseason. And I hate harping on this shit, bro. I really, really do. But every opportunity I get, I'm gonna do it because niggas gaslit me into believing that I was crazy when I was saying it and going as hard as I was during the preseason. But I told y'all that the lack of urgency was gonna bite us in the ass come the regular season. I told y'all that. And every single week we see that play out. And that starts with your head coach because of his approach to the preseason and his approach and his ideology on what the first month of the season is for an NFL team. But, bro, I'm here to tell you if you have more urgency during the summer, maybe you don't start off as slow. Maybe we're not trying different shit. Maybe we're not coming out of the huddle with 5 seconds left on the play clock because you haven't been calling plays all preseason, right? So, yes, I would think that, in my opinion, to answer your question, all of that being said, I think he is on the hot seat. And to be honest, I would think that it was malpractice if he wasn't. Because there's no way that you're Dave Tepper and you're sitting back looking at this product and thinking, I believe I made the right decision with Dave Canales. When I was the only one to give him an interview, when everybody said that he was unproven, right? There's no way that you're sitting back right now if you're Dave Tepper and thinking, oh, yeah, I made the right choice. This is our guy. You can't. It would be malpractice. And it would be a lot more unintelligent than I believe Dave Tepper to be, even with the amount of fuck ups he's had since he's been the owner of this organization. So that's how I feel. I mean, what do you feel?
I mean, yeah, I think that one, I think Dave Tepper listens to his surroundings, which I mean, the fans. I think that Dave Tepper is a businessman, and I think if you want to continue to put ass in seats and continue to generate revenue, then you want to have a winning football team. And we all know players get coaches fired. It's easier to get rid of a coach than it is to get rid of, your star players on your team. So I think that if something was to change, if Dave Tepper was to step in and change something, then Dave Canales would probably be one of the first ones that he would start with. And I mean, the way this team is trending, this can't be another season like the past 2 years.
At what
Because
can
I
I ask
mean,
you a question? Can I ask you another question, if you don't mind? At what point do we have to have a conversation about Bryce and his future with our team too? Right?
I mean, I
Because I see a lot of people highlighting Canales, understandably so, right? But you've gone through 3 or 4 head coaches, and this is year 3. Do we have to be the ones that initiate that conversation, or like, what do you think?
I mean, I think that I don't fault any fan for wanting to have that conversation now, or anybody that wants to have that conversation now. And I've been saying for the past 2 weeks, even on the pod, like Bryce is getting into the point to where, wait, this is his 3rd year. Quarterbacks really start getting paid that next year. So I mean, this is where you go into the point where it's like, do I pay this man quarterback money? Yeah, and we know how much quarterbacks are making in the NFL based on his play. Or do we go and look in another direction while we still have young talent on the team? Like while we still have a Ted McMillan, while we still have Xavier Legette, Chuba Hubbard in his prime, while we still have this offensive line that we spent an ungodly amount of money on, while we still have these young guys on defense, these developmental pieces, it Dave Tepper is going to be the one that has to kick out that money. So I think that he's going to want to start having that conversation rather sooner than later, just as much as we will, because it's going to come a point in time you're either going to have to pay him what the quarterback market is, or you're going to have to get rid of him. I don't think it's going to be a situation where, you'll be able to have it both ways. So I
Yeah, and
know
I think
you're
that
not,
number. Go ahead.
I know you're not under the belief that based on his play over the past 3 years. Now, obviously, he's been in some bad situations. We can acknowledge that. His rookie year, um, there was literally no talent around him. His second year, which was last year with Dave Canales, new head coach, new system, new players. One can say he was still getting acclimated to everything. One can even say um, he was set back, so that was maybe his true official year. He still ended up getting benched. So I mean, I know you're not under the belief that based on what he's done over the past 3 years, that he will be worth a big contract in the next year or so.
Absolutely not.
So I mean, I
Absolutely
think
not.
that's a conversation that you have to start having now, realistically, even though we're not even halfway through the season, but it is something to start thinking about.
Yeah, I think that it would be extremely misguided if Carolina Panthers fans didn't necessarily think about the idea of maybe not even next year, but the following year, Bryce Young not being your quarterback. Honestly, I think it would be significantly misguided because, again, outside of that 10-game stretch, right? Outside of that 10-game stretch, what has he shown you? He's been extremely inconsistent. It's been up and down. He's shown you, in my opinion, even in that 10-game stretch, he's shown you that he's not a game changer. Which honestly, with the way this roster is constructed right now, that's almost what you need to have a shot and to compete on a week in basis, week out basis. Excuse me. Right.
Yes.
So right now, yeah, no. And unfortunately, his agent, if I'm Tepper or Dan Morgan or anybody, his agent can't even communicate with me because there's not shit for us to talk about at all. There's nothing for us to talk about at all.
And
And I don't even know what that look. I don't even know what like confidence being like in Bryce in totality. I don't know what that looks like as far as like what he would have to do from this point until the end of the year, right? for us to be confident and moving forward with Bryce. I personally don't know what that looks like. God honest truth. Because even in that 10-game stretch, bro, what did he win? 3 games? 4
Yeah, I
games?
was about to say he still didn't. It's not like he had a positive record in that 10-game stretch. And in this league, quarterbacks are judged off wins and losses.
Yep.
That's what
And I see a
quarterbacks
lot
are
of
judged
people,
off of.
yeah, 1000%. And I see a lot of people on X, making the comment that wins and losses are not quarterback stats. And I understand what you guys are saying as far as the context of everything that's around you. It's not a quarterback stat, or maybe it shouldn't be a quarterback stat. However, the fact of the matter is, it is a quarterback stat. And quarterbacks are judged based off of wins and losses. So no matter what else was going on, you had the inability to lead your team to victories,
Yes,
right?
and people get mad at us, but it's like we're just pointing out the way these front offices have been thinking over the past couple of years. Like, even though y'all don't want to have these conversations, this is just the reality of the situation that we're in. Like, unfortunately, wins and losses isn't quote unquote a quarterback stat, but that's what they're being judged off of. That's what they're being paid off of. So if a owner has to look at that and decides whether he needs to pay this quarterback the money that the quarterbacks are demanding in this market, just based on Bryce Young's production here in Carolina, it's just not going to happen unless there's a significant turnaround.
Yeah.
So
And again,
don't hate us for it.
yeah.
It's just
And
something y'all gonna
again,
have to come to terms with.
I don't even know what him turning around looks like, bro. Like I got honest. Like I mean, what? Let me ask you this, since we're here, and we're gonna wrap up soon because, like I said, there's not really much to talk about. But I guess we'll give our expectations heading into the game, our score predictions, stuff like that. What does that look like for you? What is him turning it around the last, you know, 3 quarters of the season? What does that look like for you? Because again, for me, I don't know because he was hooping last year. Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't resulting in wins. I did see you go toe to toe with the best quarterbacks in the NFL, but you didn't beat them. And maybe, maybe those expectations are way too high, right? But I also can't get too hyper focused on. I understand that you manage the game well enough to compete against these top quarterbacks, because I have to also take into account that the fact of the matter is it still resulted in losses. So what does him turning it around look like to you? Because based on what you've said, and even based on where you had us during the offseason, this team don't got it, right? In general. So I mean, him turning it around, does that look like 6 or 7 wins still? Like what? I mean, you tell me that, because I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I honestly don't know either. Like I don't know what that looks like because I mean I think that even if you do have the season that he had the last 10 games of last season, I still don't think that warrants him to be paid like a top caliber quarterback. So I mean I really don't know what that means for him at this point. I really
Yeah, I
don't.
don't know.
But I also think that, there's a lot of other things that's wrong with this team that, putting it all together, this is just not a team that I personally don't think that's built for winning right now. No matter like the situation, I just don't think they're built for winning right now, which I said that in the offseason that this is going to be a developmental year, but it's hard for it to look like that when you have a quarterback in year 3.
Yeah, very hard.
In his
God honest truth.
situation, at least.
Yes, 1000%. And I also want to say this for the record, man, because I think that sometimes, even with us, I think that Bryce Young, there's not full context given, right? And I do think at times myself and others are too hypercritical of him. But in that same regard, Terrence always talks about updating your resume, right? And coming into this season, if Bryce Young, let's say this, right? If Bryce Young last year was in year 3, he ended the season the way that he did, contract extension conversations would have started then. But because it was year 2 and we still hadn't seen you be consistent over a season-long time or period of time, those contract extensions aren't going to start because you still have so much to show us. And again, your record was still negative at that time, right? So he had all the momentum on his side coming into this season. And again, 4 weeks through the season, it just hasn't been up to par. It hasn't. It
And
hasn't.
just to address Cuddy Muddy's comment, 30 to 40 millions, he's not breaking the bank. Well, I would challenge you to go look at the lowest paid quarterback in the league, right? The lowest paid starting quarterback in the league right now. That's Brock Purdy. He makes 53 million a year. And you do know that each year that number goes up. Each year those numbers go up. So the lowest paid starting quarterback in the NFL, it that won't be at 53 million per year next year, or even by the time it's time to give Bryce Young a contract. So 30 to 40 millions, that's not accurate.
Yeah, I don't know where those numbers are coming from. I don't know where those numbers are coming from. And even if that was the case, I don't even know if I'm paying him that.
Yeah, that's what I was about to
I
say.
don't know if I'm paying him that.
Do you even feel comfortable paying him
No, no,
50
fuck
million a
no,
year?
no, absolutely not. I don't feel comfortable paying him $30 million a year right now. I rather just go get a stopgap quarterback like a Jameis Winston or a Russell Wilson, right? If that's the direction in which you're deciding that you're wanting to go, right? And we decide at the end of this season, Bryce Young is not the answer. Okay. I'd rather just go get a stopgap quarterback like a Jameis, like a Russell, um, dare I say, like a Mac Jones, right? That can get you through a season until we get to the 2027 draft, and then we restart it there. But we can't even have a conversation about $30 to $40 million a year right now. Not if it's me. Not if it's me. And it would be extremely misguided if those conversations are being rewarded to Bryce Young and his representation if you're Dave Tepper and Dan Morgan and the front office. It's nasty. It's nasty. It really is. Bryce is averaging 150 yards through 5 games. Without the outlier game against Arizona, it's 142. Yeah, that's alarming. When your third-year quarterback is averaging 142 yards a game through the first quarter of the season, that is alarming. It is. And I don't think that we're wrong for acknowledging that, bro. We're not saying that all of the problems that this team currently suffers from is all on Bryce Young's shoulders. We're not saying that all of these losses have been on Bryce Young, right? I'm not saying that by any stretch of the imagination, because I do believe that a lot of the issues that the Carolina Panthers have are deeply rooted in mismanagement and stem from the top, all the way at the top. I totally understand and agree with that. But also, we're not going to continue to handle this guy with kid gloves and acknowledging the fact that his performance outside of everything around him has been subpar. No matter what, no matter how you try and slice it, it's been subpar. It has. So when we talk about extensions and shit like that, me personally, I cannot have those conversations, bro. I can't. You'd be hard pressed right now to find 20 quarterbacks in the NFL, and I almost want to say 25, that the Carolina Panthers wouldn't be in a better situation with. Right? And I'd say the only guys most definitely, because I'm thinking, right? So we'd say if we look at the Brown situation, it's kind of a shit show over there, right? So I wouldn't take Gabriel or Flacco. I wouldn't take Penix. But then it's just like, okay, cool. Like outside of those names, right? I mean, I take Rodgers, I take Lamar, I take Pat, Josh, Joe, Matthew
Jaden,
Stafford, Jaden, Kyler Murray,
Sam
right?
Darnold, Baker
Sam
Mayfield,
Darnold, Baker, yes. The continue. Who else? Who are we missing?
Geno Smith. I think you would take a Geno Smith.
Geno. I would
I
take
think you would
Geno.
take Bo Nix,
Yes. Dak. I take Dak. I
Jordan
take
Love.
Purdy. I take Jordan Love. I wouldn't necessarily take Jalen Hurts. So I will add that name to the name that I don't know if I would.
I
Right.
would.
But but at the end of the day, right, it's a problem that we can even have that conversation and name those many quarterbacks off the top of our head. That's what's alarming. That's what scares me. right? And we say all the time, and this was not designed to be a Bryce Young live stream. This is still our game preview of the Miami Dolphins Week 5 in Charlotte, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, Sunday afternoon, right? But shit, my fault. But it's alarming, and we say time and time again, bro. As diehard Panthers fans, as me and Terrence are, as a lot of you guys are that watch this stream and watched our show consistently, week in and week out, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, Tuesday mornings, right? It's in our best interest for Bryce Young to work out. I don't want to have to start assessing quarterback talent heading into the 2026 or 2027 draft. I don't want to have to do that because it's too strenuous.
It sets you back
over the last 3 years. Yeah, it sets you back significantly, right? Because there's not many Jaden Daniels that can just come in and instantly change the trajectory of your organization. There's just not. Right? What other young quarterbacks are in the league right now? We look at Cam Ward. The Tennessee Titans are horrible. And you can say that that's the system. You can say that that's the pieces around them. Whatever the case may be, it's horrible. It's nasty work, right? What other young quarterback? Who got drafted this year?
Jackson Dart.
Jackson Dart. We saw him get his first win this week, but it still wasn't like sexy. They won. He did enough for them to win the game, but it still wasn't impressive, right? So I say all of that to say, like, it's in our best interest for Bryce Young to work out, bro. And we say that every week, time and time and time again. And I know people just see clips and people just read tweets and they take it and run with it, so they don't ever really get the full context of what we're saying. It is in our best interest as Panthers fans and as an organization for Bryce Young to work out. So we're not saying that. I'm just telling people that it's in everybody's best interest to mentally prepare for Bryce Young to not be your quarterback potentially as early as 2026, and at the very least, if he stays on the same path, 2027. That's all I'm saying. That's it. That's it. And I'm sure a lot of y'all on X are going to get rubbed the wrong way by that. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can make whatever excuses y'all want for the kid, and I get it. Because I know that when you're a fan of somebody or when you're a truther of somebody, right, you tend to overlook certain things and certain elements of their game in which they're lacking. I get it. I've been there before. I did it when Cam Newton was here, right? So I understand, yeah. But at the same time, I'm just being that guy to let you guys know that it is a possibility and there is potential that may be the case. We may be moving on. Yeah. And Dave Canales too. Yeah. And Dylan posed a question to the FPFO group chat today. With the whole Supreme Court in Nevada and John Gruden potentially getting back in the NFL. Yes. I'm going to go ahead and say that on the record now too. We need a culture guy. We need a culture guy. A guy that's not going to dick around. A guy that's not a youth pastor. You know. You know, a nigga that's not necessarily just too focused on porn, like shit like that, right? Or that's too far. I shouldn't have said that.
Too far, bro.
That's too far. That's too far. It is. You're right. It is. No, you're right. I apologize. I shouldn't have said that. That was too far.
Because that was his past. That was his past.
That was his past. Yeah. That's too far. That's too far. You're right. I'm looking at the chat because I'm sure I just know we got niggas in the chat on fire.
It's Cuddy Muddy, bro. He's a Bryce Young truther.
He's a truther, yes.
And I used to be there, so I understand.
Yeah,
I understand where you're coming
behind
from.
him too. And we still got somebody on our pod. He just didn't join us tonight for whatever reason. But we still have somebody on our pod that is still on his knees behind him, and we tell him every week too. Nigga, we don't give a fuck about what you talking about. He's not producing. Simple. Eric, I seen this and you know that I rejoiced. I actually had a 10-minute praise and worship session in my room, dolo, thanking and praising God that DJ Johnson was cut by the Carolina Panthers and we no longer had to see that bullshit performance week in and week out. He's horrible. DJ Johnson by far, and we've been saying this. We've been saying this since his rookie season. By far, DJ Johnson is the worst NFL player I've ever witnessed in my life, ever. That's how bad he is. That's how bad he is. And I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt
Yes,
heading
I
into the
don't know why
season.
you. I don't know why you did. I don't know.
I don't know why either.
That's because
I'm a nice guy.
I
I'm a
know.
nice guy.
I know why you did it. I know why you did it. You
Why?
wanted it to be one of the situations to where if he came out and played good, that you would have been on record saying, I told y'all he would turn it around. You wanted to be that
No,
standalone guy in that
no.
situation. Yeah,
Not this
that's it.
time. Not
Because
this time.
nothing
Not this
that you've
time.
seen from him could have warranted you to,
Well, Terrence, this is the thing, bro. This was my ideology during that time. At 27 motherfucking years old, year 3, year 4 in the NFL, bitch, you should be able to do something. Right? That was my ideology. That was my lot. Like, nigga, you're a grown ass fucking man now, bro. You came into the league as a grown ass man, really, at 24. But we wanted to give you 2 or 3 additional years to get your shit together. So that's what I was thinking in my head. There's no way at 27 years old, a guy that we traded up to get in the 3rd round, there's no way that he comes out and looks like dog shit. No way. So, yeah, I have an open mind about DJ Johnson. DJ Johnson, by far, the worst NFL player I've ever seen in my life in the history of the game. I don't think there's been anybody worse than DJ Johnson to ever put on the shield. Just an absolute abomination to the game of football. Just fucking horrible. And I'm here to tell y'all will not hear of DJ Johnson moving forward ever again because he's so ass. He's horrible. I don't even believe that he would get an opportunity in the XFL or the CFL. That's how shit he is. God honest truth. And I have nothing against those guys that play in those leagues because I know that it takes a certain level of talent to compete at that level. Even if we're talking about XFL, CFL, he doesn't even have that. He doesn't even have what it takes to compete in those leagues. You guys will never hear about DJ Johnson again unless you're going to Enterprise to rent a car or unless you're going to Trader Joe's to get some groceries in bulk. Or is that Sam's Club? My apologies. Unless you're going to Sam's Club to get groceries in bulk, in which case they'll have him inventory, unloading shit from the trucks because he is a big one. He is a big one. Yeah. So that's the last time and the last time that you guys will ever have to suffer through watching a DJ Johnson game in y'all's life ever. Because he's fucked. It's over with. He's sorry. He's horrible. He's terrible. He's god awful. Honestly. It's pathetic. I challenge you guys, if you have NFL Pro, right? NFL Pro or NFL Premium, whatever it's called. I challenge you guys. Let me just challenge you guys. Just pull up the all 22 and filter, right? Filter it out and only filter to plays where DJ Johnson is on the field and just watch DJ Johnson and tell me how long it takes for you to want to gouge your eyeballs out or blow your brains out, whichever one. Y'all tell me. DM me and let me know. It took me 7.5 minutes. It took me 7.5 minutes. I timed it because I knew before I even turned on the film, I knew 7.5 minutes. So, yeah, that's y'all's challenge and y'all's homework for the people that are on the stream right now and watching, right? That's y'all's challenge. Go to NFL Pro, NFL Premium, filter out the plays with DJ Johnson on the field and just watch them and tell me how long it takes you before you start having crazy thoughts about doing self-harm. It took me 7.5 minutes. Legitimately. DJ Johnson is fucking horrible. He's an abomination, literally an abomination to the NFL shield. And the Carolina Panthers should be absolutely disgusted that anybody in that organization at any point in time was able to make a decision to draft up to go get DJ Johnson.
Scott Fitter.
Shout out Uncle Scott. He should be charged for fraud and treason for the shit that he's put us in. Didn't even mean to go on a rant right there. but Eric wanted to trigger me, so I'm already I done started sweating. Saints. Oh, he asked me the Saints quarterback. Would I rather have Spencer Rattler than Bryce Young right now? Listen, I'm not even in the I'm not even in the mood to start no shit today. So I'll just say I plead the fifth. Let's just say it like that. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. That's what you get from me. I plead the fifth. But they'll crucify me for that. That's why I said I can't.
He has had over 200 yards in every game he's played. 5-1 intercept or 5-1 touchdown to interception ratio.
And who was he throwing to, if you don't mind me asking?
Chris Olave. And Chris Olave. And Rashid Shaheed.
So what do you think? Actually, never mind. I'm not gonna play. I'm not even gonna play this game tonight. What the fuck you think they'd do if he was throwing that bitch at T-Mac?
They're 0-4, bro. They're 0-4 too.
I'm just asking a question. That's it. Actually, I just want to retract everything that just happened from the record. Do not hold me to that. I'm just here to say I plead the fifth. I'm not going to answer that question because y'all don't want to hear my answer. Y'all don't want to hear my answer right now because y'all know how I get behind Bryce, right? And it's very, very easy for me to return back to that dark place I was in behind that nigga in 2023. So for that reason and those purposes, I'm going to say right now, I plead the fifth on if I'd rather have Spencer Rattler or Bryce Young. I plead the fifth. I'm not going to answer. Simple. And Cuddy, at some point or another, nigga, shout out to you for supporting and being on the stream and subscribing and everything you do. At some point or another, you got to get off your fucking knees too, because it's sad and it's embarrassing. It's sad and it's embarrassing. God honest truth. It really is. You might have been one of them niggas in the spaces that I've been in the last couple of weeks that's about damn near about to shed tears trying to defend that nigga. You might be one of them. At some point or another, you got to stand up, brush your knees off, and wipe your mouth, nigga. God honest truth. I'm just telling niggas, bro. As y'all can tell, I'm just not in the mood like for bullshit and for lying, bro. Honestly. Just very, very truthful. And this is what happens when my team gets a struggling early in the weakest part of their schedule. Honestly. Because what do you guys think realistically Green Bay is going to do to us when we have to fly out there in November?
And Buffalo.
And what do you guys think that's going to happen to us in 3 weeks when we have to play Buffalo? I just can't even think about it, bro. I can't even think that far, honestly. Keys to victory this week. What you got for me?
No turnovers. Hitting easy throws. Take what's given to you. Off a better offensive game plan by Dave Canales. Special teams. Oh my God, special teams. Just do the simple things. Tackle. Know if the guy called a fair catch or not. Even if he didn't, I'd rather you take the 15. I'd rather you take the 15-yard penalty. I don't care. But we're not giving up punt returns and kick returns. Defense, tackle. I don't need to see none of that swiping at the ball shit that Shaw Smith Wade was doing. We need tackle. Yeah, I mean,
Trust
Xavier Legette needs to get involved.
Oh, would you like to? Actually, we will. We'll pull up Xavier Legette's full
I've seen
media
it.
Availability.
Of course, I've seen it.
Well, yeah, we're gonna pull that up. I'll give my keys to the game. We'll give our score predictions, and then we'll just pull up. God is trying to choke me up. God is trying to choke me up. Ooh, Don't you worry. After we give our keys to victory and our score predictions, we're going to pull up Xavier Legette's media availability in the locker room this week. Shout out to Sheena and Vashti. I don't even remember who the fuck posted it, but shout out to them. Thank you. The nigga is mad at us. Oh, yeah. I want to show niggas that I'm that, or niggas that don't trust that I'm that. Okay, cool, nigga. Well, show us. The fuck? You ain't did it in 2 years. What's gonna change now, nigga? That we supposed to feel a certain way?
But when I was on that type time, oh, Terrence, give him time. He's just a rookie. Oh, he's just getting his confidence back. Shout out to Doug and shout out to Uncle Quan and shout out to JJ. Yeah, and shout out to Dunk too. Give him time, Terrence. He's learning. He's still learning. Okay, cool. Yo, boy.
Yeah, I can. Oh yeah, we're but yeah, we're gonna view that. My keys to victory this week: convert on third down. When you get past your opponent's 40-yard line, we need points. And defensively, trust your assignment. Because with this kind of offense, you can't trust your eyes. Because they run very similar offense to New England, and not schematically, but to the degree of a lot of misdirections, a lot of, oh, you thought the ball went here, but really it went this way, etc. Trust your assignments. Trust your defensive coaching staff to do their job, to come up with an elaborate enough game plan that can be executed at a high level and that can minimize the amount of points that the Miami Dolphins score. Trust your assignments. It's very simple. DJ Johnson had a very, very difficult time at doing that.
Yes, he would have a brain aneurysm if he had to play in this game.
Oh my God.
Literally. The way that
see him actually, let me
the way that he was just getting the way they were just abusing him with, just reading him and him crashing down on a run every single time, and they was just running to the outside of him. I mean, I don't think I seen one single time where he actually kept contained.
Yeah. Also, by the way, Nick Scorton, you got to get your shit back, nigga. Because I saw what Will Campbell did to you.
Oh, yeah, that was nasty.
I saw what Will Campbell did to you. You got to get that back in blood for sure.
And he didn't generate one pressure Sunday, by the way.
Just out there just being this cop. Just getting cardio. Just getting paid millions of dollars to get cardio and beat his dick. That's how I view it. Right? But then if I say that, then that's just too extreme. It's too far. Just beating his dick. That's it. Nothing too crazy. Just playing with himself, getting his cock driven into the dirt by Will Campbell. He's just a better athlete. He's just bigger, faster, stronger off the ball. Nothing too crazy. Just getting paid millions of dollars to do cardio. That's it. That's all. Nothing crazy. Yeah. Nick, just know it's just such a great thing that I didn't commit to doing film breakdowns this year because, oh my God. Oh my God. There's a lot of shit that I see on that 22. If y'all think that we had smoke with individual players and shit like that now, yeah. Oh, it would be terrible. It would be terrible. Let's say 26-20 Panthers.
24-17 Miami.
I just want to let y'all know, right? Because y'all come here every week and multiple times a week to support our podcast because y'all think that we're diehard Panthers fans, and y'all know that on some occasion. I just want to let y'all know Terrence has money on Miami to cover -3.5 against our team. So that's, keep your eye on niggas like that.
No context.
What context needed to be added?
This was one before the season started. And JJ was popping shit about how we were this, how we were that. And like the same stance I've taken since the beginning of the season, I just don't think this team is cut the way he thought they were, which they showed thus far that they aren't. And so he told me, put money up. He said, matter of fact, bet however much you want. And he said, we'll start at 100. Okay. Am
No,
I
that's not
supposed to
what I
run?
said, nigga. Our
Am,
bet is
am,
not even 400.
it is 400.
It's for
It's a
50.
hundred. It's 100% 400. Go check your notes, bro. I literally just looked at it today because I showed the Dolphins. Matter of fact, I got it pulled up. I don't know if you.
Your notes don't got shit to do with my notes. I trust my notes more than I trust yours.
I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, I can't.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm just telling you, it's the first damn bit from July 7th.
Minus $3.5 $100. Okay, cool. No biggie. What am I? Oh, that's what I'm doing. Xavier Lee gets media availability. Cool. Where's the full video? Oh my god! I pray I can find the full video. Everybody just relax, be calm.
Woo! Are you tailgating Sunday?
That's the plan. I don't know though. I mean, if I'm by myself, then I don't really necessarily have a reason to tailgate. Really, I'm trying to find if anybody has a link, drop it in the chat, bro. It may just be in his best interest that it doesn't exist.
No, it is this. I 100%. It does. I seen it.
Because I got some shit to say, actually.
I'm assuming you haven't found it yet.
No. I might need to go to Sheena. I might need to go to Sheena's page. Because I think she has the full video.
Yes, hold on. I'm about to share. I'm about to share it with you.
You have the full one?
I think this. I don't. Do you need the full one? I don't know how long this one is, but I just put it in the chat. Did you get it?
Probably not. Well, I mean, I probably did.
It's on It's on Carolina Blitz.
Yeah, it was just that 1 second, that 45-second clip. I mean, fuck it, we'll just watch this.
You want to prove? You know what I mean? For surely, you know, I want to prove to the fans and all that. Whoever the doubters is out there, whoever think I ain't it. Yeah. But other than that, oh man, that's a whole nother story. I ain't gonna talk about all that.
You said people who don't think you're that.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you mean by that?
You know, it's a whole lot of folks who saying, but what I think it is more so, I think it more so. They just wait for me to show them. That's what I think it is. Because for folks who say I ain't a good player, I mean that's I feel like that's wild to say, but I mean that's a whole nother topic.
You feel like you have anything?
I don't understand what's wild to say. I don't understand how that's wild to say.
Yeah, I don't know what's wild about it. Xavier really get. I I don't really understand really what's confusing about that. Why would we think that you are a good player? Right? Realistically, what have you done? You were injured twice last year where you missed time. You've been injured this year, 2 or 3 out of the first 4 games of the
Damn
season.
near led the league in drops.
Led the league in drops last year. You had 1 year of true production at the college level, right? So I don't really understand what's confusing. And when we are judging you and saying that we don't know if you're a good player or not, we're judging you based off of other NFL talent. And if we
Specifically,
played the
the rookie
game,
receiver we bought in this year.
yeah. And if we played the game that we played with Bryce Young as it pertains to Xavier Leggett, there's probably 130 receivers in the NFL right now that I would take before I took XL. Right? And this is coming from a guy that was really, really riding for bro over the summer. Right? And do I think that he's been given the best opportunities? Absolutely not. Do I think that Bryce has struggled to get him the ball in places in which he'll be successful? I absolutely do. That being said, if I'm not going to handle Bryce Young with kid gloves, I'm not going to handle XL with kid gloves. So all of that shit is null and void. You have not produced. You have not produced. So don't prove it to us, right? Because we don't, I'm not even, don't prove it to us. Prove it to yourself, right? Because you were the one that we've heard multiple accounts of you having confidence issues last year, and that being part of the reason why you struggled, right? You're the one that came in this summer and told us, yeah, it was a confidence thing. It was a mental thing. So don't prove it to us. I don't even know if you believe you have what it takes to compete at this level. Right now, at this point, I don't know if you believe that. So don't project that onto us, bro. I didn't really like the nonchalant, like I can turn it on whenever I want to type vibe, because that hasn't been the case, bro. It hasn't been the case. And I'm not even gonna slander him because that's my nigga, and I give him passes. So that's all I'm gonna say. Do you have
Yeah, you
anything to
do.
add?
You give him a lot of passes. No, I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all are tired of me beating a dead horse about Xavier Leggett, but continue to coddle him. I don't care.
Nigga said fire at 0 after we lose to Miami. What was your score prediction? You had us losing by 7,
24-17. 24-17.
and mine was 26-20.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing I need them niggas to do is cover 3.5. Oh my god, that's all I need them to do. Cover 3.5. Very simple. Very simple task, I'd say. Anything to say on rapping? I went a little bit over.
We'll be at the game on Sunday, I guess. Keep
He's
pounding.
down about it. He's down about it. He's sad about it. I'm not. I'm ecstatic. I'm excited. We'll be in the building on Sunday. If you see us, say what's up. If you want a free shot from Terrence, wear your Carolina Reaper shirt. We'll make sure that happens. What else? Like, comment, subscribe, bell notification. You want to tap in with us pregame? Tap in with us pregame. Shoot us a DM on Twitter, on Instagram. There's a couple of people that we're gonna link up with before the game. Want to get a couple of pictures and stuff like that. So y'all want to link up with us pregame? Y'all hit us up. Let us know. We'll make something happen for sure. For all of our fans that are out of state or whatever the case may be that won't have the opportunity to be at the game on Sunday, we will be back Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern time with our full episode reviewing the Miami Dolphins game. Panther Nation, we need a win. We need a win this week, bro. If anybody wants a chance at doing anything this season, which Terrence already said he doesn't believe is possible, but if anybody wants a chance, if anybody is remaining optimistic like myself, and potentially winning the division, you must win on Sunday. If the Carolina Panthers do not win on Sunday against the Miami Dolphins, y'all can go ahead and pack shit up because it'll be over with. And the conversation that we had about Bryce Young and Dave Canales tonight will be a little more extensive. So Make sure to tune in Tuesday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Tap in with us on social media at Panthers Fans Only, everywhere, more or less. You can go on Google, search us up there for PanthersFansOnly.com to purchase your Carolina Reaper t-shirts right now. And we will talk to you guys very, very soon. Y'all be safe. Peace.